Hi and welcome to Girl Talk. We have great guests today and a great panel. We are here with Miss Heather L. She has a new last name that I still struggle with, from J. Banks Design. Thank you very much for joining us. You look beautiful today.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
We are here with Darcie Patrick from Sea Pines Montessori Academy. Thank you for joining us. We're very excited to talk about some new things that are going on with WHHI.
Yay.
And children in the school. I'm Debbie Lyons. This is Debbie Court, who is really the one that we're always talking to off camera, who basically is the producer of Girl Talk. So thank you for joining us today,
Thank you for having me. I'm here only because Aunt Lori is busy at the magazine, and I wanted to sit in because of our new relationship with Sea Pines Montessori Academy. I'm getting excited about unveiling our new show, Low Country Child, and Sea Pines Montessori Academy is our main sponsor of the show. So we're really excited about this new relationship, and great to have Darcie on.
And I'm excited to talk with you too. I've got a granddaughter now who is also 4 and is in a Montessori school in Charlottesville, and my kids grew up in Montessori. So let's talk a little bit, if we can, about the Sea Pines Montessori School. What are you doing? And I understand you've got a 12-year-old and he goes to Sea Pines Montessori.
Well, she
okay.
goes to Montessori. Yes, she does. And if I could, I'd like to start with the history.
Sure.
You know, that Sea Pines Montessori was founded in 1968 by Mary Fraser, and she tells the story that part of Hilton Head, as we are today, she attributes to this school. Mm-hmm. Charles, as she tells the story, Charles encouraged her to attract young Harvard MBAs to come and develop the school. And this was one of her interesting approaches to that was this school she brought to the island.
Maxine Swingle, I've known for years. All my kids went to school there, so she was an amazing asset, I think, and developed the school.
Absolutely.
Also, my sister-in-law, Trudy, taught there, was one of the first teachers there. So I think a lot of us who have lived here for a long time have a lot of history here. But you all are true to the methodology of Montessori. Can you talk to us a little bit about the kind of child that you attract and the philosophy and goals?
Well, sure. We are accredited by the International Montessori Council, so that gives us more of a global approach, and more diverse families are attracted to SPMA right now. We have over 15 languages that are natively spoken in the home, and there are 22,000 Montessori schools across the world in 124 countries. So it's really an approach to education, to whole child education, that is attracting a global clientele right now.
And you said a whole child. What does that really mean to us?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love to explain that. Well, that's based on 5 areas of intelligence: social, emotional, physical, spiritual, and academic. Now with that, as you can see, academic, that's only a 5th of our whole child approach, but with that, we're pleased to say we are meeting and exceeding all state and national standards academically.
What's the biggest misconception about Montessori? And that's sort of a loaded question, because I think folks who haven't experienced it sort of have a preconceived notion. Not to be hogging all this, but I got grandkids, I got to know this stuff.
Right. I would say the greatest misperception is that children just do whatever they want to do. They just wander around the classroom, if not the school, and we say yes to everything. Well, that's not the case. However, if the children believe that, that just means we're continuing to do our job well. We actually, everything is a prepared environment for the child, and they have the choice between 1 or 2 lessons that are prepared for them in this environment. So yes, they do get to choose, but in a carefully crafted environment. I mean, we have over 31 staff members there, and their credentials alone, you would think you were on an Ivy League campus.
Well, when there was just the Lello room and the pink room, it was, I think, until kindergarten, or right through kindergarten.
That's correct.
Now you go up to
the 8th grade.
How does that transition work for these kids? Do you transition more into academics, or what does that really look like?
Right. Well, 6th grade is generally where mastery occurs in the academic concepts and all of those areas of intelligence. We're looking for mastery. And with that, our 7th and 8th grade program, that is more of a bridge to a conventional method of education. And I do have to brag, because you brought it up, that with our testing, 7th grade student last year scored a 1460 on his SAT score.
Amazing.
Highest in all of Beaufort County. And our entire 6th grade class scored on their standardized test in the 95th percentile, that made the entire class eligible for the Duke Tips program.
Oh, perfect.
Now, it's a very
Oh,
small
that's
class. I do
fantastic.
have to use that disclaimer. However, it doesn't change the statistic.
No.
And those children all play multiple instruments and are involved on the island, in the dance center, in the youth choir, sports. It's a neat place to be.
It was such, I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
It was such an impressive tour that I was able to take with Shannon and yourself in getting involved in the partnership. I really wanted to wrap my head around it, and I had an opportunity to observe from the real little ones
short
all the way
people.
up to the elementary and middle school, and it was the most impressive
Isn't it fun?
observation, just seeing the focus, and it was just such a sense of calm, and everyone was so into the learning process, something I'd never seen before, and I have to say it was just
Engaged,
something that
engaged learners
That's a
of
good
all
word,
age.
yeah,
It
which
was
I think
so
is so cool.
impressive.
Tell me about Low Country Child. What are we going to be doing?
That's
Starting October 1st, it will air 7:30 every
Okay.
evening, so 7 nights a week. We're going to do monthly episodes right now, so we have our episode for October will air throughout the month. And it is in partnership with lowcountrychild.com. Heather Bragg was
Oh,
here
yes.
when she launched the website, and I thought, wow, what great content for a show. And so we're going to just be featuring things for parents, grandparents, caregivers, anyone who makes a difference in a child's life. And of course, Sea Pines Montessori Academy is our main sponsor, and they're making a big difference in many children and many families' lives here on Hilton Head. So we're just able to showcase what they're doing. We're just very excited to bring a lot of good information to the families out there.
And in keeping with bringing good information to families out there, thank you for joining us. Stay with us. We'll be right back on Girl Talk. We're going to talk to another mayor candidate. Stay with us.
Sponsored by and filmed on location at J. Banks Design, the fresh and innovative retail destination. Also sponsored by The Greenery, serving our community since 1973. And by Michael Anthony's Cucina Italiana, offering classic fine dining Italian cuisine, plus cooking demonstrations and hands-on cooking classes in their spectacular presentation kitchen. And by Powerhouse Gym Family Fitness, motivation, confidence, and strength for a healthier, more successful you.